Of course. soon as I pressed record. Good morning. Day 19. Deer season ended yesterday, so this is moose season. I don't even know how many days now. We're heading back to Dad's. We're going to go up in the hardwoods behind his house. We did see a moose yesterday. I don't know what it is, guys. If I'm getting sick, I've been wet and cold the last couple of videos I put out for you guys. My feet feel like lead balloons this morning. I'm like every ounce of energy to get up and make myself a coffee and get going. So this is it. You know, I feel like one of those professional athletes right at the cup, right? Where 2 more games, 2 more days. If you really want it, you're gonna have to push. Well, that's the stage I'm at. 2 days left. Let's do this. Moose season 2021. Yeah, yesterday I had to wring out my underwear and my toque, dry all my clothes, oil my gun. It was a wet, cold day, so at least today it's not raining. Actually snowed yesterday too in the video a little bit. We're getting to that time of the year as well. Today it's just frosty. So I also wanted to comment, I don't know why, but I put a video up for you guys, and yeah, I made a mistake going out in the swamp and trying to cross an area I shouldn't have and got wet. And you know what? Hey, be humble, be honest. And as one of you guys pointed out, it's the teacher in me, right? I don't mind showing when I make a mistake. Nobody's perfect. No channel is perfect. And if they portray that, they're lying to you, right? Hey, I'm only human. I didn't bring fire starter that day. I shouldn't have tried to cross that swamp, even though I thought I could get across there. What would have happened, you know, if I was an hour out from the house and I did that, right? I'd be frozen before I got home. So yeah, I made a mistake. Now, the thing I wanted to address is I had like 9 of you tell me to wear hip waders. Guys, how impractical would that be to hike 3 hours through the forest wearing hip waders? Come on. The second thing is, I can tell some of you guys saying that have never worn them. I have, as a fisherman. They're okay in shallow water. But if you're in fast, deep water, hip waders will kill you. If you fall in, they fill with water, they become a lead weight, and they just drag you right down. You have no way to drain them or empty them, so you can't get out. And that's what would happen back there in the swamp, because when you break through that layer of floaty muskeg, some places, guys, I'm pretty sure it's over my head. You would not want to be wearing hip waders out there. You wouldn't want to be wearing any heavy footwear, because it's hard enough to get out on a rolling mat of moss. Very difficult. Fortunately, when I went through the other day, it was just above my knees and below my you-know-what, because it was freaking cold. Ooh, it's a winter wonderland out here towards Dad's. That's nice. I'll be able to see fresh tracks. This is where we saw the moose yesterday. This is where I'm going to sit. It's so noisy this morning, that squirrel sounded like a moose coming. Yeah, see? Noisy bugger.
Alright guys, I think I'm going to call it for today. I spent a few hours up in the hardwoods here. And not only am I calling it for today, but I'm going to call that a season. 19 hard days of hunting, 1 deer hanging. We did see a cow, we did see a bull, we saw a few other deer. So not the worst season we've ever had. And hey, I kept my streak alive, right? I did my end of the bargain. So I don't have anything to complain about. That deer that we have hanging, I spent $300 in fuel, and I'm pretty sure the other guys must have spent close to the same. So that's $1,000 deer we got hanging there. We're gonna turn that into sausage, and Dad and I will process him later this week. I think that's it though for the season. So thanks for joining us, guys. Next year we'll be back into hunting. I'm gonna get the cameras out. This is a beautiful season right now with the frost and the snow. The first snow is always the prettiest, so stay tuned for that on the channel. And looking forward to venison sausage. Well, it's finally happened. Winter has arrived, and I don't have a plow. It's snowing so hard outside right now. I decided to do another project I had, which was fix this necklace. Oh, my doctor wife, I love her. Such extravagant tastes. She bought herself this $12 necklace, and of course it broke. So she wanted me to fix it. So I did. Yeah, look at that, good as new. Once I got working on it, I realized it's not even silver. You know the very famous Canadian saying, right? May the women find you handsy. Or something like that. Well, the snow has turned to freezing rain, and Gage and I sit here and pine for the outdoors. I guess we can just watch the squirrels eating this morning. Freezing rain or not, I gotta go get that deer from Dad's. It's hanging. It's been frozen for 9 days. So I've gotta go get it, defrost it, and process it. So big job today. I gotta stop and see if I can find sausage casings. Freaking COVID times, man. You can't get the most basic of things. I've called 3 places. So I gotta find some somewhere. Not a great day to have to do this, but when you got work to do, you gotta get her done. Hey, look at that. We got our sausage casings. All right, so Dad and I got it all cut up. There is half a deer right there, ready for me to process. Cardboard. I'm good to go. What a wet, cold, crummy day. I give the old guy credit. He brought out the saw and helped me cut it up. So that's what it's all about, right? He got half, I got half. It's sausage making time. I got my new grinder / sausage maker. It's all set up, tested, it works. And this is the lineup. So Kaylee and I just need to decide what we want our sausage to taste like. All right, 2.5 hours in the garage, and I got half the deer cut up and ready to become sausage. Tom conveniently showed up just as I was cutting the last piece, no word of a lie. So we had a beer, and I told him next week during the hockey game we're gonna do sausage. So until then, I still have more work to do. I'll show you. I got about 30 pounds of deer meat off of my half, and I've got 25 pounds of pork all cut up and cubed, ready to go. We're gonna mix that with that and make sausage with that. So if anybody tells you that hunting is bad, the amount of work that goes into this, guys, it's unbelievable to get the freshest, cleanest, hormone-free. You know what these deer have in them? I told my daughter, twigs. That's it. You're eating meat that was raised on twigs. It is now 8:30, so 6 hours. I wanted to give you guys an update just to show. So what happened was, working by myself, I actually didn't get time to do everything tonight. So once I got the meat cut up, then I got all the meat ground. I ran out of time because I'm exhausted after 6 hours. I had to go back to the grocery store, pick up more pork so I could get my 50-50 ratio that I wanted. When I weighed it, I had more deer meat than I thought. So by the time I did all of that, then I had to come home. So this is going to add 2 hours onto my time because I had to clean everything. I had to clean all the machines, spick and span, all the bowls, everything. That took me an hour to do that. If you've ever, anything with fat, if you clean, stuff like that, it like gets a coating on there and it takes forever to clean it. So I had to clean it all tonight so that tomorrow morning I'm ready to go. My meat is stored back in the garage. And tomorrow I'm going to probably spend another 3 hours making the actual sausage. And then I've got to clean all this stuff again. So it is a tremendous amount of work. But as I say a tremendous amount of work, I think of my grandmother and my grandfather, and I know they would be proud because that's the old way, right? You do what you can with your own hands. You harvest what you can. You have your garden, you do your hunting, you do your fishing. That's the old school way of life, and I'm proud to do it. 6 hours yesterday, 6 hours today, so 12 hours to turn half a deer into sausage. And I had to get my dad come and help me because to load the sausage making machine there, I couldn't hold it and manipulate the sausage. I'm just not that good, guys. I did applewood, smoked applewood. I did Italian herb and garlic, pepper medley. I had 6 or 7 different kinds I made. It turned out really good. I'll show you guys. I always make myself fresh patties when I'm done. So basically the sausage meat without the sausage casings. So that's the smoked applewood right there. And I'll tell you, it is delish. Tom's on his way over for a beer. I shouldn't say that. It's the middle of the day. He's supposed to be working. Tom's coming over for a beer and some sausage patties. Have I mentioned lately that I don't have a four-wheeler? Yeah, it's a little annoying. I'm just heading up to the trail cameras and I'm gonna dump the deer scraps. I figured might as well put it in front of a trail camera, see what we get. Half a deer will call something in. I bet you it's either a fisher or the coyote. Maybe the fox. Coyote, that's my bet. Kind of a freezing rain / hail. I'm gonna get in trouble from my wife twice. First of all, because I rearranged the freezer to fit the deer in there. My wife doesn't like any wild game, so I'm gonna be in trouble for that. And then secondly, I had my daughter take all the onions out of the crisper, and I used the netting for the onions for my birds. I'll show you that when I get back to the house. I'll get in trouble for that too. What's going on here? I got out to my trail camera. Maybe I need to adjust that. That's not cool. There's what I did with the onion skin. Filled it full of suet for the birds. And the last step, burn the deer scrap box and we're done for the year. I don't know what adventures await, guys. 'Tis the season of snow, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me for hunting season. What a great way to end it. I'll catch you in the next adventure.